Alex is the type of person that literally lights up a room. And one night in Pueblo, we were, you know, being dinguses and nuggets, as she says. And we were just laughing at everything. And I think that's like when we first like clicked, was when we just were laughing at anything. And I think that that's literally Alex. I don't know. She gets in those. We both do, and we just laugh at anything. And it's great that I have like someone who can relate to my weirdness.
She has this tone in her voice that's just like, I don't really know if you're being serious right now or you're being funny, because you just can't tell, but it's funny either way.
Just getting to know her better. Always like super bright, positive attitude. She can bring a smile to anyone's face, definitely.
She was always making sure to talk to every participant, make sure they felt included. Like, even in our meetings, she's always talking to the new people and being like, welcome, like, what's your name, you know, how are you, and everything. So she's really good at making people feel welcome.
My first Pay It Forward meeting, I knew Austin coming into the meeting, and Alex was the first one that introduced herself to me. So, I mean, thinking about that, maybe if she hadn't have done that, who knows if I would have come back to the next meeting after that, or even gone on the trip ever. So she definitely has made an impact on me in that way.
I'm so happy that she has found her community here at Iowa State within the Pay It Forward organization. That just means so much to our organization.
I think Brenna is probably one of the most calm people I've ever met. I don't think I've ever seen her like get angry to where she's yelling. I don't really know what Brenna yelling sounds like, to be honest. So that's probably why she made a great president.
She has fearlessly led us through some of the toughest challenges that our club has ever faced, and we've managed to pull off this trip by ourselves, something that we were so worried about at the beginning of the year, and she is the one that led the way, and that is just absolutely incredible. She knows, and we all know, that she's helped make an impact on 38 people, and we are just so thankful to have had Brenna here the last year.
I'll definitely miss just like Brenna's overall presence of like her serious side. She's always prepared, good leadership aspects like that, but also just her fun side. Always willing to laugh at a joke, have conversation with people.
But she's super fun to hang out with. She's gonna be Dr. Brenna one day, and she's gonna save the world. Just her overall presence just makes everyone in a good mood, I think, and yeah, you're just gonna miss Brenna just like hanging out, being there to just say some sarcastic comment that you don't expect coming.
Getting stuff done. She's kind of like, you know, the quiet one of the group, but she always is like, I don't know, there. And then when she says something really sassy, it just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, whoa, Brenna, what?
So Brenna, I know, has always just really encouraged me to keep building upon my leadership abilities and the things I do within the club. I remember last year on my first trip, she was encouraging me to like, whether it be in my Yeah Buddy or just personally like, hey, you should do bus corps, you do a really good job at it. And then also this year kind of encouraging me in the treasurer position. Obviously that turned out this way this year, so she's definitely always encouraged me, been a good role model that way, telling me that I'd be able to do something well, and then seeing that comes through and happens is really cool.
Okay, so Maria has been named apparently my twin since the very beginning, since she was bus corps a couple years ago. So that was my first college Pay It Forward tour when she was bus corps, and I remember just like clicking with her really fast and being like, yeah, we're definitely gonna be buds, because I don't know, just like her personality was so fun and she was so welcoming to everyone. Funny Maria story, I guess. This year, as I was bus corps, so on the first day of the trip, bus corps and I passed around the snack bin, and then we were like, okay, everyone like take a nap or whatever, and so that's what happened. And then I'm laying in my seat like half asleep, and I just hear some footsteps, and I turn, and Maria's opening the snack bin and getting some snacks out of it, and I said,
Wrong.
Maria, what are you doing? She's like, I just need one more snack. And I was like, no. You know the rules. So that's when I came up with the whole point system. I was like, Maria, you get a point for that. And honestly, Maria ended up with a lot of points at the end of the trip, but it's okay, I forgave her because, you know, she's still my bud.
I didn't know Maria going into the trip, and she was our club whip, and she was supposed to like keep us all in check. She's my core buddy, and she was literally the best person for it, because she literally whipped me into shape. Like, she would make me do anything. that I wasn't doing, but she would like do it in a nice way that I would, actually do my work.
I can tell right away she's a very unique person, welcoming, really like to communicate, get to know people.
When I associate somebody with Pay It Forward, the first couple people I think of, one of them is Maria. She is the definition of Pay It Forward, making an impact, and being there. She managed to come back from being studying abroad, coming all the way back, and being a core leader this year, and she has been absolutely incredible working with our bus corps members. There's a reason why this trip this year was so amazing. It's mainly because of her and her ability to work with our awesome bus corps members.
I think Maria is probably like one of the best leaders I know. She knows how to like bring everyone together to reach a common goal. That's probably why she was good club with.
She's like, I don't know, a person I can go to with anything, and I know that she'll always be there for me and whip me into shape, even though it won't be on core next year.
This organization has just made us have so much passion for just wanting to help more people and give them the same experience that we've had. And that is just such an amazing thing to do, and just to like think that like that's not something that we're gonna get to do anymore. I don't know, it's really hard to think about.
There's just so many reasons that like I'll miss it. Just, I don't know, the friendships that I've made through Pay It Forward have been the greatest friendships I've ever made in my entire life. And they're just the most genuine people I've ever met in the entire world.
I think it's been such a big part of my life for the past 3 years that I don't really know what I'm gonna do without it. It's just gonna be weird.
They can look forward to seeing their work continue in the years to come. They have set such a great base for our new founded club, our renovated club, if you will. They have set forward such a vision for this organization, and we are now going to be able to carry that out, not only next year, not only the year after that, but the next 3, the next 5 years.
So I said this in my interview when I was interviewing for core this year. The question was, who inspires you most? And I was like, can I be really cheesy and say you three, as in, Brenna, Alex, and Maria? And they were like, really? And I was like, yeah, like, obviously a core collectively, but they decided that, SDLF went bankrupt. Let's continue this going and like make it great. And I think that's so inspiring. Like,
All 3 of you are very big role models to all of us, myself included. Just in the presence that you guys bring, the courage and diligence you guys had in this year working to help keep Pay It Forward going. I know it wasn't always a for sure thing, but you guys as the leaders, the ones with the most experience, the seniors for sure, had great leadership through the whole year. It always gave us confidence that we knew we were following a good team.
I think that life is super short, and I think that what you do in college, you only have 4 years of college, so I think that choosing what you decide to join and being a part of that, I think it's a big decision, and I'm really glad that all 3 of them chose this organization, because it wouldn't be the same without them. And they're all great aspects to the core and to the trip in general and the club in general. And I think that just everything that they've done for this organization is super inspirational, and they're all 3 of them are role models to me. And
honestly, all 3 of you are so amazing. I know with whatever you guys choose to pursue in your future, wherever life brings you, you guys are gonna do amazing, inspiring things just like you did in Pay It Forward.
And even though I haven't known you for that long, you have touched my life in more ways than you know.
And Pay It Forward has been my home for the past 3 years, and it would not have been the same without the 3 of you.
We love
you guys.